Onkgopotse Tiro, a South African struggle icon, born on the 9th of November 1947 at Dunokana village in the northwest. Tiro is remembered for his unfaltering struggle for South Africa's liberation. Key among them is his public opposition to the Bantu Education Act of 1953. He was also a proponent of the restoration of land to the dispossessed. In 1974, aged 27, Tiro was killed by a parcel bomb while in exile in Botswana. To date, 45 years later, his killers have still not been brought to book. However, Tiro's family is pleased that his struggle credentials are being recognized.
Onkgopotse Tiro universities. The Northwest Province is a very rural province. It only has 2 universities, one in Mahiki and one in Potchefstroom, and apparently they are planning to have another one in Rustenburg, outside the city center. So apparently Onkgopotse Tiro studied at the University of Limpopo, which was then popularly known as TEF Group. It was the University of the North. And the hall where he made the speech, which became famous, was named after him, which is an honor, Onkgopotse Tiro Hall. But I think since the Northwest is urbanizing, they put up universities, one in KLERKSDORP and one in Rustenburg. Even if it's not the one which they are busy with right now in Rustenburg, but they can have another one later or something like that, because he was a teacher anyway. Known as the University of the North, but now it's the University of Limpopo, and there is Onkgopotse Tiro Hall.
The light of Tiro knew the consequences of challenging an institution of apartheid. They knew what it meant to challenge this glorious kind of a regime, and they knew that death would actually follow.
Like he died in 1974 when he was in Botswana. He got a parcel bomb, but his memories will forever be cherished. I think it would be a good idea for him to have universities named after him in the Northwest Province.
So thank you very much for your time. It's taken many years to document the life story of Onkgopotse Tiro. Talk to us first about why it took so long to put together this moving story.
Well, the whole process of putting the book together, including the research and the writing, took me just over 2 years. But I tried with the idea of doing this book for, like a very long time. But, because of my proximity to him, at some point I actually thought I might not be the appropriate person to do it.
Why?
Well, because of the proximity, that people might want to think that you want to embellish the story, or,
So, I think it would be a great idea. At least there is a book written about him, and his gravesite is on a heritage site. I think universities might follow. They would go hand in hand with this education.
That was basically a culmination of, the political mobilization and conscientization that the Black Consciousness Movement in the form of SASO had been doing for a couple of years. Yeah.
He then goes into exile. The regime follows him there and finds him, and a parcel bomb is opened by him, and it basically tears him apart. Talk to us about the moments leading up to that, but also there's a moving part about his mother who goes to try and identify his remains. or whatever remained of his body.
Yeah, no, indeed. But in fact, even before he went to exile, after he left Stop, he went to teach in Soweto at Morris Isaacson. But the teaching stint was very little. I mean, he taught for just over 6 months, and pressure was brought to bear on the authorities of the school to actually expel him. And he got wind of the fact that there was a banning order that was on the way. That's when he fled the country and went into exile. He had not been long in exile as well because he left in September 1973 and he was killed on the 1st of February 1972 when he received a parcel that appeared to be from the International University Exchange Fund that had been supporting them and had been corresponding with the body, Geneva-based body. And when he opened it, it blew up in his face and killed him in the manner that it did, yes.
So, he did play a huge role in fighting apartheid. He was even a teacher. So I think since Northwest is being organized, maybe they might want to invest after him. That's just my opinion.
President Elvis Tatsema says Tiro's role in confronting oppression during his tenure as a student leader was a turning point. Today, Azapo has recalled on his legacy.
Comrade Onkgopotse Tiro, we are here to rededicate ourselves, from the memory that he left. The reason why we have to do this is because he is so important to us as the black people in Azania, the black people in the whole world.
The party believes that the Black Consciousness movement is relevant in combating societal challenges.
We need black consciousness more than we ever needed before. If you have black people in government and those black people in government do nothing but steal from a people they are supposed to be developing, steal from a people they are supposed to restore.
The party's honorary president, Musibudi Mangela, was in attendance. SABC News, Seshego.
Yeah, I think it would be a great idea to name universities that newcoming universities in the Northwest, Rustenburg, KLERKSDORP is the first developing towns. Because I know in Mahikeng there is a university, you can even have a college, but at least they have made efforts anyway. Onkgopotse Tiro universities, Rustenburg, KLERKSDORP.